What's up guys, MACABESPEED coming at ya. Lately there's been a lot of talk on this channel about air guns and home defense. Also, if you're a fan of the channel and subscribed, as well as a fan of those live streams, you would know that we recently picked up the Holosun Elite Green Dot with the 65 MOA additional ring. We went ahead and picked up the Holosun Elite Green Dot sight for about 299 bucks. Now initially upon opening this package, I had actually thought that there was a defect with this specific green dot in the sense that when I looked at the front objective lens, it was slightly canted to one side. On live stream, I had even gone as far as to erroneously say that I would never use Holosun if I got a second one in this specific fashion. Upon closer inspection to the actual pamphlet of information that comes with this thing, the canted front objective is actually by manufacturer design so that you don't have any parallax problems when utilizing this green dot. The angle of the front objective also helps to minimize the obscurement inside the optic by things that would normally stick out if you didn't have that angle compensating for the emitter itself. Now since the point where we went ahead and unboxed this on the live stream, guys, I did add a battery to it. I did make sure this thing functions, and I cannot tell you how amazing this reticle is. That deadly green donut, guys, is the absolute #1 optic of choice in my mind to add to a HATSAN Blitz in the event that you were to use it for home defense or CQB type environments. Now at this point, I'm about 7 to 10 days away from going to the range again, and I do pretty much consider this to be my #1 home defense weapon. So what I want to go ahead and do, guys, is take this monstrum scope off of this rifle while still retaining the settings based on the fact that everything is quick disconnect. If you kind of take a look at how these monstrum rails attach, it's 2 flips of 2 quick disconnects, and this entire piece will then lift off the factory rail riser. I think that's going to be a great opportunity for us to install this Holosun in its place over the time that I actually utilize it for what its intended purpose is as a home defense weapon, instead of practicing with it at longer distances on the range, guys. Let's get right into this. Now the Holosun optic here did come with a high profile co-witness style riser as well as a low profile riser if you had height concerns on your specific rig. Now just the fact that they offer it, kind of a nice feature, and the fact that you have the fact that they add the Torx wrench necessary to go ahead and swap these two over, also a nice feature. They include a secondary battery door, which is also gasketed so that it retains its IP65 water resistant rating. And there's a tiny little Torx wrench, which is the tool used to actually change the battery door out. Now there were a few main reasons why I went with this Holosun optic as far as my choice for my home defense rifle in the HATSAN Blitz 30 caliber. It was because of the fact that this has a shake awake feature first and foremost. You pick the rifle up, the optic is then immediately active without having to hit any switch. That time saved in the middle of the night, that moment of truth when you really need things to work for you, it's going to be one less thing to think about as far as actually switching your optic on to acquire a sight picture. Secondly, it's got a solar panel backup power source, as you can see here. It does run on your standard watch style battery, and I don't have the actual number for it right off the top of my head, but by the same token, guys, the secondary power source of the solar panel is really what the focal point is here. Third and finally, guys, there is no one who can overlook the clarity and usability of the green ring with a dot in the center reticle. That 65 MOA ring coupled with a 2 MOA dot is going to prove exactly what the Blitz needs in those spray and pray type situations against hordes of zombies that the Umbrella Corporation just can't seem to keep a hold of. As far as a light machine gun sight, guys, I'm hard pressed to find a better optic than this Holosun Green Elite. Now, as stated in every single video I've ever done for you guys, I am not sponsored and we cannot be bought. This was paid full price at over $300 after tax and shipping from donations from viewers like you. So this review definitely could not be more genuine, and I could not be more thankful to each and every one of you who made this possible. Now I know this kind of probably marks it slightly, but you know what? I really ratchet these things down so that I don't get any movement when my scope is actually being utilized for precision type shots. So we're gonna just run with it and do what we gotta do here. Not too bad actually, it didn't beat that anodizing up too bad. Lift the entire assembly off so so that the entire thing can be stacked back on when we do go back to the range. Now what we can go ahead and do at that point is kind of figure out, before we get anything even close to being tightened down, basically where our eye relief is going to work most effectively for this optic. Using our supplied Torx wrench, let's just mock it up, right? Ooh, it looks mean. Wow, the green donut of death. This is good. Honestly, with a sight picture like this, if your rifle was actually zeroed for 10 yards or less, it would be very hard to miss. I think we're gonna go ahead and move it slightly back here on the rail, guys, but we're close. We're real close. Okay. Oh, that's sweet. Oh man, I would say that if you do end up purchasing a Holosun Green Elite like this one, leaving just that small nub of the weaver rail there left visible is probably going to net you a really good, usable, and highly desirable eye relief and sight picture, guys. Yeah, my camera mount's all loose up here. Now, why didn't you guys tell me I had a loose camera mount up there? Yeah, guys, I can't say enough good things. Now, where did I actually get the idea for this entire setup if I'm not a sponsored shooter? This idea came directly from Edmund Leong. Edmund Leong not only gifted this rifle to the channel, but also has this specific sight on his personal .30 caliber rifle in his safe. Having said that, if you look at his airgun collection, he doesn't make too many bad decisions as far as it's concerned. So after I looked through his optic on his rifle and it changed my life effectively as what CQB optics can and should be, I made it a priority to go ahead and get one for myself. I definitely want to do some actual accuracy testing at both 10 and 25 yards because I do feel like that is very realistic zombie engagement distances with this style optic. But even upon first inspection, I definitely noticed that this specific optic visually looks right at home on this rifle. Alright guys, I know this is a short video, but I did want to show you exactly how this green dot is being utilized on the day-to-day basis in case you guys might be curious as far as how to mount it on your HATSAN Blitz. This would be a great place to end today's episode. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so that you can stay current on the channel as well as when new videos come out. If you really like this episode, make sure you share it so somebody else can see it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.